Authenticity isn't just a buzzword. It's the secret weapon that turned these 5 actors into global superstars, worth hundreds of millions combined. While most celebrities chase trends and fake personas, these legends did the complete opposite. They stayed true to themselves, and it literally changed their lives forever. Ryan Gosling never tried to be the typical Hollywood heartthrob. Instead of conforming to industry standards, he embraced his quirky, introverted nature. This authenticity landed him roles in La La Land and Blade Runner, making him one of the most respected actors of his generation. Denzel Washington built his entire career on unwavering moral principles. He refuses roles that compromise his values and speaks honestly about his faith. This integrity earned him 2 Oscars and a reputation as Hollywood's most trustworthy leading man. Hugh Jackman could have stayed trapped as Wolverine forever, but he showed his true self. Broadway performer, singer, philanthropist. His authentic passion for musical theater led to hosting award shows and starring in The Greatest Showman, expanding his career beyond anyone's expectations. Mariah Carey never hid her diva personality or vocal struggles. She owns her perfectionism and emotional vulnerability. This honesty created deeper connections with fans and solidified her as one of the best-selling artists ever. Leonardo DiCaprio turned his environmental activism into his authentic brand. He uses his platform for causes he genuinely cares about, making him more than just an actor, but a respected global advocate. Each of these stars discovered something powerful. When you stop pretending to be someone else and embrace who you really are, the world responds. Authenticity doesn't just bring success, it brings the kind of fulfillment that fake personas never can. Your real self is your greatest asset. Ryan Gosling refused to be the perfect Disney kid everyone wanted him to be. Today you'll discover how embracing your flaws can actually become your greatest superstar advantage. Before his Hollywood breakthrough, Gosling was just another squeaky clean mouseketeer alongside Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake. Disney had big plans for their golden boy, pushing him toward typical teen heartthrob roles and sanitized image management. Everyone expected him to follow the predictable path from child star to pop sensation. Instead, Gosling did something completely unexpected. He deliberately chose the weirdest, most challenging roles possible. While his Disney peers chased mainstream success, he picked projects like The Believer, where he played a Jewish neo-Nazi, and Half Nelson as a drug-addicted teacher. Hollywood agents thought he was career suicide. This counterintuitive strategy works because authenticity always beats perfection. When you stop trying to be what others expect and start embracing your authentic complexity, you become irreplaceable. Gosling's willingness to be uncomfortable, vulnerable, and imperfect on screen created a depth that perfect pretty boys could never match. Here's the twist, though. Those same risky choices that nearly destroyed his career early on are exactly what made him one of Hollywood's most respected actors. La La Land, Blade Runner, and The Notebook happened precisely because he refused to play it safe. The biggest obstacle you've had to overcome in your own journey, what was it? Share below. If this inspired you to embrace your authentic self, smash that like button, subscribe for more success stories, and check out our other shorts where we reveal how other stars turned their biggest weaknesses into unstoppable strengths. Denzel Washington was kicked out of college for partying too much. Here's the brutal wake-up call that transformed him into Hollywood royalty. Before becoming one of cinema's most respected actors, Washington was a directionless college dropout. He partied constantly, skipped classes, and had zero focus. His grades were so bad that Fordham University basically told him to leave. At 20 years old, he was working dead-end jobs with no clear future, disappointing everyone who believed in him. Then his mother made a decision that seemed harsh, but changed everything. She forced him to attend a summer camp as a counselor, hoping hard work might straighten him out. At that camp, Washington had to put on a talent show for the kids. With no other options, he performed a dramatic monologue. The moment he stepped on that makeshift stage, something clicked. For the first time in his life, he felt completely authentic and alive. The kids were mesmerized, and Washington discovered his true calling. This unexpected moment taught him that sometimes you have to lose everything to find your real self. He returned to college with laser focus, studied acting intensely, and committed to excellence in every role, no matter how small. Here's the twist. That same summer camp performance technique became his signature. Washington still prepares for every role like he's performing for those kids. bringing that same raw authenticity and respect for his audience to every character. Your lowest moment might be exactly when you discover your highest purpose. What's the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome in your own journey? Share below. Like this if second chances inspire you. Subscribe for more incredible comeback stories and click our other shorts to hear how other stars turn their failures into fuel for greatness. Hugh Jackman got fired from his own TV show before becoming Wolverine. Here's the shocking strategy he used to turn career disaster into superhero stardom. Before claws and muscles made him famous, Jackman was a struggling Australian actor, getting rejected left and right. He'd been fired from a soap opera, lost countless auditions, and was seriously considering quitting acting altogether. His agent barely returned his calls, and he was working as a party clown just to pay rent. At 30, most people told him he was too old to make it. Then he did something that made everyone think he'd lost his mind. He started saying yes to absolutely everything, even roles that seemed completely wrong for him. Musical theater guy auditioning for an action movie? Yes. Unknown actor replacing a huge star last minute? Yes. Taking on a character he knew nothing about in a franchise he'd never seen? Yes. When the Wolverine role opened up after another actor dropped out, Jackman had 4 days to prepare and 0 comic book knowledge. Everyone said he was the wrong choice. This fearless approach worked because authenticity beats perfection every single time. Instead of trying to fit a mold, Jackman brought his genuine enthusiasm and work ethic to every opportunity. He didn't pretend to be someone else. He just committed fully to becoming whoever the role needed him to be. The twist? That wrong choice became a 17-year career-defining role worth hundreds of millions. The same versatility that made him seem unfocused actually made him irreplaceable. Your so-called weaknesses might be your greatest strengths in disguise. Stop trying to be the obvious choice. What's the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome in your own journey? Share below. Like this if embracing the unexpected resonates with you. Subscribe for more inspiring success stories, and click our other shorts to see how other stars turned rejection into recognition. Mariah Carey was told her voice was too different to succeed. Here's how embracing what made her unique turned her into one of the greatest artists of all time. Growing up poor on Long Island, Mariah faced constant rejection from record labels. Her mixed heritage made her feel like she didn't fit anywhere, and industry executives told her to pick a lane and sound more conventional. Instead of conforming, Mariah did the opposite. She leaned into her 5-octave range, her whistle notes, and her unique blend of pop, R&B, and hip-hop influences that reflected her authentic self. This is what authenticity really means. It's not just being yourself. It's weaponizing what makes you different. When everyone zigs, you zag. Your quirks, your background, your so-called flaws, these aren't obstacles to hide. They're your competitive advantage waiting to be unleashed. The twist? Those same record executives who rejected her unconventional sound later scrambled to sign artists who could replicate her style. She didn't just succeed despite being different. She succeeded because she was different. What's the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome in your own journey? Share it below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on our other shorts to hear more inspiring stories of success. Leonardo DiCaprio was told he'd never be a serious actor because of his pretty boy image. Today, I'll show you how he transformed from teen heartthrob to Hollywood legend by doing the complete opposite of what everyone expected. Back in the 90s, Leo was trapped in romantic lead roles after Titanic made him a global sensation. Teenage girls screamed his name, but industry veterans dismissed him as just another pretty face. Casting directors wouldn't even consider him for dramatic roles. He was making millions but felt creatively suffocated. Then DiCaprio made a shocking decision. He deliberately chose the ugliest, most challenging characters he could find. While other actors chased blockbusters, Leo picked roles that would destroy his heartthrob image. He gained weight, grew beards, played disturbed characters in films like The Basketball Diaries and What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He worked with indie directors who pushed him to his limits. Every role was designed to prove he was more than a magazine cover. The twist? By running away from his image, he created an even more powerful one. Directors like Scorsese started taking notice. Critics began praising his range. Eventually, he landed roles in The Departed, Inception, and The Revenant, finally winning his Oscar after 5 nominations. What's the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome in your own journey? Share below. Like, subscribe, and click on our other shorts to hear more inspiring stories of success.